intimacy, and how they can use that knowledge to deepen their connections with their partners. This is not something that happens by accident, nor is it a skill that can be rushed. It requires time, awareness, and a willingness to explore the deepest parts of oneself. The young men were silent now, their minds fully engaged, their hearts open to the revelations that were unfolding before them. The air was thick with anticipation, as if they were about to be told a secret that would change everything. Despara continued, her words flowing like the deep, steady current of a river that had seen and known much. These contractions are not just a simple act of tightening or relaxing muscles. No, my dear, they are so much more than that. They are a manifestation of a woman's ability to truly connect with her own sensations. When a woman masters this skill, she unlocks a whole new round of experience, not just for herself, but for her partner as well. It is a deeply sacred form of communication, an intimate dialogue between her and her partner, one that doesn't need words to be understood. It is a language of the body, one that speaks directly to the soul. When a woman is fully aware of her body and can control these contractions, she is able to convey a message to her partner that says, I am here, I am present, I feel you, and I welcome you in every way. This is the power of connection, the power of intimacy. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. The young men listened with rapt attention, their eyes fixed on her, their breath held as they absorbed each word, letting it sink deep into their understanding. It was clear that what she was describing was something far more profound than any physical act they were learning about, a kind of union that transcended the body and touched something far deeper, something spiritual, emotional, and deeply intimate. Da Esperanza, aware of the gravity of the conversation, continued, her voice steady as if she were sharing a sec that had taken a lifetime to understand. Think of it like this, she said, her voice softening yet taking on a deeper intensity. When a woman learns to control these contractions, it is no longer just about tightening or relaxing muscles. It becomes something far greater. It becomes an expression of her presence, her complete and total involvement in the moment. It is a silent exchange between two bodies, a way for her to tell him that she is there, that she is with him, that she is feeling everything, every movement, every touch, every caress, just as he is. It is a way of saying, without speaking a word, I am with you fully and completely, and this creates a connection that is so much more profound than simply the physical act. It becomes an emotional and spiritual bond, a union of hearts, a joining of souls. She looked at the young men, sensing their growing understanding for the woman. This mastery of her own sensations means that every touch becomes a deeper experience. She becomes more attuned to the way her body responds to her partner. She feels everything more intensely, more deeply. She experiences pleasure not as a fleeting moment, but as a wave of energy that courses through her, heightening every sense, amplifying every feeling. It is as though the very core of her being is awakened, and she is able to embrace every sensation with a new depth, a new awareness. This is the kind of power I am speaking of. This is the magic of true intimacy. The young men sat still, their minds racing with the implications of what she was saying. They could feel the weight of her words pressing upon them, opening their hearts to new possibilities, to new ways of thinking about intimacy, connection, and the bond that could exist between two people when they truly understood and respected each other. One of the young men, his voice filled with a mixture of awe and curiosity, spoke up, asking Da Esperanza, does this really improve a relationship? Can this truly make a difference in how two people connect with one another? A smile full of warmth and knowing spread across Donna Esper's face. She nodded slowly, her eyes glowing with the light of lived experience. Yes, my dear, it does when a woman is confident in her body, when she knows what it is capable of, when she is fully aware of her own sensations, she becomes freer. She becomes liberated in a way that transforms everything. When a woman feels this kind of freedom, it ripples through every part of her relationship. It strengthens the emotional bond. It deepens the physical connection, and it opens the door to a level of intimacy that is far beyond what most people experience. A woman who is fully present in her own body is a woman who can fully surrender herself to her partner emotionally, physically, spiritually. And when she does this, she creates a space where true connection can flourish. It is a space where trust, respect, and love can thrive. Her voice became more, "Have you ever pondered what truly lends meaning to intimacy or why?" Despite the plethora of advice, something still feels absent in our modern world. We are inundated with a barrage of tips, techniques, and strategies aimed at enhancing physical relationships. We receive guidance on achieving the perfect balance, deepening intimacy and enriching every moment of connection. However, despite the heavy emphasis on these mechanical aspects, the true essence of intimacy remains profoundly profound and elusive. What is crucial and often neglected in our quest for answers is the sacred power of a woman's body when she is genuinely connected to her own sensations. In this video, we explore this concealed power, a power that cannot be acquired through textbooks or workshops, but is instead cultivated from within through a deep awareness of her body, mind, and emotions. This extraordinary power transcends the physical realm of intimacy. It fosters a realm where genuine emotional connections, spiritual unity, and pure unfiltered presence thrive. We will delve into how a woman can tap into her sensations in a way that fundamentally transforms her relationships, fostering an unspoken dialogue that resonates directly with the soul. As we explore this profound concept, we'll hear the wisdom of Da Esperanza, who shares with us the journey of self-awareness and the mastery of intimate connection. We'll discuss how this mastery of sensations leads to deeper emotional bonds and a more filling connection with your partner. You won't just learn about physical techniques, but about the profound emotional and spiritual transformation that happens when a woman truly knows her body and shares that understanding with her partner. By the end of this video, you'll gain insights that will forever change the way you approach intimacy, helping you build stronger, deeper, and more connected relationships. Stick with us till the end, because these lessons will shape how you connect with yourself and others on a level that goes far beyond the surface. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment one below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now let's get started in today's world. Much has spoken about the various techniques, exercises, and methods that are designed to improve physical relationships. We are bombarded with advice on how to achieve the perfect balance, how to build intimacy through various exercises, and how to enhance every moment of connection, yet for all the emphasis placed on the mechanics. The true heart of intimacy remains something far more profound and elusive. What really matters, and what we so often overlook in our search for solutions, is the undeniable and sacred power a woman's body holds when she is truly connected to her own sensations. This power is not something that can be learned from textbooks or in workshops. It is a deep, intrinsic awareness that comes from within, an awareness of her body, her mind, and her emotions. This is the kind of power that elevates intimacy to something beyond the physical. It becomes a space where true emotional connection, spiritual union, and raw, unfiltered presence exist. One young man, his curiosity ignited by the deep wisdom in Da Esper's words, leaned forward eagerly, his eyes wide with questions. his heart longing for understanding. He felt as though he was standing on the edge of something immense, something that could reshape his perspective on intimacy and relationships forever. "What power are you talking about, Donna Esperanza?" he asked, his voice filled with both wonder and uncertainty. "Is it something innate, something a woman is born with, or is it something that can be learned over time? How does she come to know it?" Da Esperanza, her aged eyes carrying the weight of years lived and lessons learned, took a moment before she responded. Her gaze was thoughtful, heavy, with the knowledge she had gathered through decades of experience of love and of loss. The silence between them seemed to speak volumes as she carefully chose her words. Then, her voice broke through the quiet, gentle yet firm like a river cutting through the earth, shaping and reshaping the landscape with each passing moment. "It is both, my dear. It is a beautiful combination of both. There are aspects of this power that are innate, yes, that every woman is born with, but it is also something that she must nurture, something she must learn to listen to recognize, and to cultivate. Women who truly master the art of vaginal contractions have learned often through years of personal discovery to connect with their bodies on a level that transcends the physical. It is about understanding their bodies, knowing how they respond to touch, to pleasure, to transformation. In their understanding, rose slowly from her seat, signaling that the conversation was nearing its end. She smiled warmly at the young men, her heart full of pride and satisfaction. The young men, moved by the depth of the lessons they had just received, stood up as well, their eyes filled with respect and admiration. They bowed their heads slightly, showing gratitude for the wisdom they had been given. "Thank you, dear Esperanza," one of them said softly, his voice sincere. "We never knew that intimacy was so much more than just physical. You've opened our eyes to something much deeper," with a soft, knowing smile. De Esperanza nodded in acknowledgement. "You're welcome. My dear, the greatest gift I can offer is for you to understand that true intimacy, real connection, comes from a place of deep awareness and respect, not just for your own body, but for the body and soul of your partner." As well as the young men stepped out the door, they turned back to glance at her. One last time, their faces filled with gratitude. Dia Esperanza stood in her doorway, watching them as they walked away, knowing in her heart that the lesson she had shared that day would linger in their minds for a long time. She hoped that the understanding they had gained would not only help them in their future relationships, but would also inspire them to treat every partner with the respect, patience, and love that true intimacy required. She knew that in time they would understand that it wasn't about mastering techniques. It was about understanding the other person on a much deeper level with compassion and empathy. This was the most important lesson of all as she stood in the doorway. The warmth of the setting sun bathed her in its soft glow, and Da Esperanza felt a profound sense of peace. She had done her part, passing down the wisdom that had shaped her own life, and she knew that it would echo in the heart of the young men, the lessons about self-awareness, the deep understanding of one's own body, and the sacred act of sharing love with another would stay with them, shaping their relationships and their lives in ways they could not yet fully comprehend. The now, low in the sky, cast a golden light over her humble home. De Esperanza felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She had watched the young men leave, and in their eyes she saw the beginning of a transformation. She had offered them a gift, a deeper understanding of intimacy and love, one that would serve them far beyond the physical realm. Meanwhile, as the young men walked together in silence, their minds were still absorbed in the profound wisdom they had just encountered. They began to discuss amongst themselves what they had learned from Da Esperanza. Each one of them had been deeply moved, and they now understood that true intimacy was not merely about physical pleasure. It was about connection, emotional, mental, and spiritual connection. It was about understanding the profound bond that forms when two people truly know each other, respect each other, and offer themselves to one another fully and without reservation. One of the young men broke the silence, his voice thoughtful. I never realized that intimacy was about giving, not just receiving. It's about opening yourself up, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally too. The way she explained it, it's almost like a language, an unspoken way to communicate that you're truly present with the other person. Another nodded in agreement. Yeah, it's not just about what you can get out of it, but what you can share, what you can gift to each other. It's like she said, it's a part of yourself. You're offering not just your body, but your soul. As they walked, their conversation continued, each of them now reflecting on the deeper aspects of intimacy. They realized that the physical act was just one part of a much larger and more intricate tapestry, one that required self-awareness, deep connection, patience, and above all, love. They parted ways with a newfound sense of clarity and purpose. They knew that the lessons they had learned from Dar Esperanza would guide them in their future relationships. They would approach intimacy not just as a physical act, but as a deeply emotional and spiritual experience, one where respect, patience, and the understanding of both their own desires and those of their partners would be at the forefront as they walked away. Each young man felt a quiet sense of gratitude towards the elderly woman who had shared her wisdom with them. Her teachings had illuminated the path to true connection, to understanding love on a deeper level, and to recognizing the importance of offering oneself fully in a relationship, not just with the body, but with the heart and soul, as we come to the end of this journey into the deeper side of intimacy. I want to ask you, what has resonated with you the most from everything we've shared today? What is one thing you've learned that you can start practicing in your own life to create more meaningful connections? I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and let us know how this video has impacted your perspective on intimacy and relationships. If you like this video, please make sure to leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Your support is invaluable to us, and we look forward to delving into more significant topics with you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.